if you keep your emotions inside, they'll get bigger. And sometimes that can make us upset.
My son's behaviour before the Wee Worry Workshop was very erratic, unpredictable, wouldn't be able to deal with his emotions very well or the emotions and feelings of other people, couldn't express himself, so instead of expressing himself through speaking, he would just lash out. So it was a lot of overload and pressure on him. He would always be getting into trouble, wouldn't understand why he was getting into trouble. So it was very difficult for him to kind of process all the different information. My son was about a year behind in his work in class because he couldn't understand and couldn't function properly.
Health and wellbeing is such an important part of our school, and the Wee Worry Workshop is just one of the interventions that we use to support the children. It came about because we had a number of children who found some social situations quite difficult, and they maybe suffered from sort of lack of confidence and some anxiety issues. For some, they had a diagnosis of autism, but for others there was no cause identified, it was just their personalities, and it was something that they needed a bit of support with. Across the school, the teachers were doing a fantastic job, and the support staff, of helping the children, but we felt that maybe it was taken away from a lot of teaching and learning time, and also there wasn't really the time to sort of devote to these issues in detail. So therefore we decided that we would create a support group for children to help them regulate their emotions and to deal with any sort of social anxieties and communication issues that they may have had.
Wee Worry Workshop is learning about emotions and expressions.
Why is it good to talk about our feelings? Worry Workshop programme intends to teach children about emotions, about recognising emotions and understanding emotions, and how emotions can change depending upon the situation each child finds themselves in, and also to provide strategies to regulate their emotions to ensure that when they become upset that they understand why they're upset and how to support them when they're upset.
Wee Worry Workshop has taught me that a lot of things that happen in life, it's better to express your feelings straight away instead of holding it in forever. If you deal with it quicker, it wouldn't be as bad.
Children meet once a week. There's normally 5 children who attend each session, and each individual has targets that are set for them, and the children will work throughout the sessions on different activities to achieve these targets. We're going to start off with a little story, okay? And I want you to listen to the story and we're going to talk about the feelings that you think might arise, might come from this kind of story. We often choose a book based on feelings or emotions, and we're able to have a discussion around those with questions at the end and getting the children to relate the book back to themselves. Andy was furious. That's another word for angry. If you're furious, you're so angry.
It means that you've pushed your limit against
pushed your limit. Past it, well done. We then do a feelings check-in. This is when children can use emotion stones, emotion flashcards or puppets. It's a choice, and they're able to pick up how they're feeling and explain to the group why they're feeling that particular way. Often children will pick up 2 emotions, and they'll often start with a positive emotion if there's a negative one there as well.
I'm happy and...
Happy and upset? Okay. We also use Emotion Works. This is a resource that we use to help children track their emotions, starting with what the triggers are and going on to how it makes their body feel. Different words that can be used to describe that emotion, so children are widening their vocabulary of recognising and understanding the emotion and the type of behaviour that our body would react to it. And at last, we look at the positive aspect. How do we regulate that emotion? What strategies can we use to bring ourselves back to be feeling happy and calm again?
Instead of putting negative on top, you can flip it around.
Flip it around and you put the
happy on
the top. I like it.
If something's not that important, then, like I said about switching emotions, you'd put the non-important thing at the bottom, and then you'd put the most important thing at the top. Like your family or something, it's more important than winning a game.
As far as him coming to the Wee Worry Workshop, he's embraced it. He's never not wanted to come.
It made me feel happy when I first came, because you get to meet new friends.
I think he actually said to one of the teachers that also that this is his way of expressing his fears, his emotions, his pressures in a relaxed, comfortable way. There's never been, Mum, I don't want to go. He's always been positive in coming.
Children who typically attend Wee Worry Workshop sessions, we see a positive impact in terms of managing their emotions and using the strategies to support them within the classroom and the playground, and then within the home as well. The children are more confident when identifying their emotions and selecting the appropriate strategies that they need to put into place to support them when they're in all these situations.
Since the Worry Workshop started, we have noticed a great difference in his behaviour at home and his behaviour at school. He's academically on target now. It has been phenomenal. It really has been phenomenal because you can communicate better and he can tell you how he feels. If he feels sad, even though he can't read people's reactions because of his autism, he begins to learn the life skills and how society and things expect you to behave. I've always been positive. Anything that can help my son, I would always go with. And this one works. Wee Worry Workshop works for him. And I suppose it didn't need to be the Wee Worry Workshop, it could be something similar. But it should be, I think, implemented in schools all over.
We are so delighted with the success of the Wee Worry Workshop, and now we plan to extend it further, and we really see it as something that's integral to Parkview.